Hello, this is Lights Out by Robert McSheffrey. I can hit play here. And the game will randomly assign some lights on, others will be turned off. When you click them, the chosen light and the lights cardinally adjacent to it will change. And of course, the goal is to set all lights to the off state. And I actually found that very difficult to do. In fact, I've been joking that it is more difficult to beat this game than it is to make it. So I will show you how I made it. Okay. Each light has a script called adjacent card detection. And we are going to be checking when clicked, each card will run these two statements. Pardon me. When a card is clicked, it will run light switch and it will run other light switch. And other light switch is how the card controls the 4 adjacent cards. Okay. So first we're going to check how many cards are adjacent to it. If it's a corner card, right, we only want to talk to these two, right? If it is an edge card, then there's only 3 cards to change. And of course, if it's in the anywhere else, we've got 4 cards to communicate with. Okay. And we can increase the score whenever a card is set to the on state. And of course, we can set it off. Sorry, we can decrease the score if the card is set to the off state. Right. Back to my game manager here. Alright, we can take a quick peek at that. Let me open it. There we go. Pardon, there are a few things that are actually not even used in here. I'll have to clean this up before I submit the final thing. Anyway, we have a score holder, score text, score string. This is all going to communicate and display the score correctly. Okay. We're also going to keep track of the guesses that are required to beat the game. Alright. So when we begin, we want to make sure that the play again buttons are turned off and that the end screen's off. We'll make sure that these are all not active. Okay. During update, we're going to continuously check for did you win. Right. Oops. And actually, this is really how the game's going to determine if you've won or not. So we're actually going to check if the score is 25. Then we'll display the play again button, which means you can actually cheat via the editor. Do that right here. And I can just type in score 25. Cheat. There we go. Play again. I'll have to build a did you win screen. For my Trello, I've pretty much got everything done. I've got win condition, I got my data, show off the adjacent card states, so on or off, this is what's going to determine if the card begins in the on state or not, of course, and then these are the adjacent buttons to it. Okay. Also I have to add here. I'm going to edit it after Thrones. Okay, I'm not going to edit it. Oh, yeah, this one gets found. I'll post a link to them. Like, oh wait. Hello. Oh, there it is. See? There we go. Yeah. Select light bulbs. Yeah. I did not need to use any tutorials for this. I'm pleasantly impressed with myself for that. I don't think the game is as efficient as it can be, because I had to manually assign each light the 4 lights or 3 or 2 lights surrounding it. I found that I tried to write that out in code, and it was almost as tedious and I found myself thinking in circles and kind of juking myself out, so I took a route that was slightly longer, but I got the job done. It does not allow, however, if I were to rearrange the size of the grid, then I'd have to once again manually assign each light bulb to its 4 adjacent neighbors. Alright. And that was probably the most difficult part about making this, but I just made one prefab, put all of the buttons that need to be on them, all of the functions, duped it 25 times, or 24 times, pardon, and then assigned each one its button, each one its lights. I was impressed that I did not need a tutorial to build this one.